I'll start from the beginning. You scored 22 points in the first quarter of 24. Brook had 2 free throws. No one else on the team made a shot until the second quarter. How difficult was that to try to keep teammates involved, but yet score, but not in a way you're staying connected, but there's probably a balance there of going too much and totally eliminating your teammates or not letting them kind of find a rhythm. So what was that first quarter like for you as kind of that was happening, their struggles, but then you scoring 22 on 7 of 10?
I was today I woke up, I went to the facility, I watched film for like an hour and a half by myself with Coach Vin and one other coach. I think the thing about me is, and I always struggle with this, is when to be aggressive and when not to be aggressive. Like coming out of the game with Boston, I was extremely aggressive, tried to get downhill, tried to get to my spots. That did not work as well. Coming out with the game of Toronto, you have a choice as a leader. You have a choice to make. Like in order for you to win a game, you got to get everybody involved. We shot 63s. Guys was involved, got some good shots. We didn't make as many as I thought we could make, but we won the game, right? So I'm able to, at times, do both, be selfless. Now, coming to this game, I realized, I got to be aggressive. Come right off the gate, try to be aggressive, try to get to my spot, try to kind of set the tone for everybody else that they have to guard me tonight. And while I was doing that, that was not working. We were down by 15, 18. Then coming out of the second half, I'm like, okay, I have to, within the game, still keep my aggressiveness, but keep on moving the ball. Then the ball was moving, everybody was getting energy. Then we were defending better. And then we got back to the game. Now, as a leader, and a guy that's very competitive, do you keep on going in that with that energy, with that mentality? I realized that, I had to switch up. Again, in the fourth quarter, I had to be more aggressive. I had to get more downhill, get to my spots. And, sometimes you got to be able to do both. Sometimes you got to sacrifice yourself for the team. Sometimes you got to be extremely aggressive for the team. Sometimes being as selfish might be a selfish thing. Sometimes your teammates want you to be aggressive. But at the end of the day, in a game, you have to be able to do both. You got to be able to read the game, read the energy, read your teammate, and just be able to do both. Be aggressive, and sometimes you got to move the ball.
How much did finding a rhythm at the free throw line that first quarter translate to things? Because you've been shooting your mid-range and making those, but today was different. I think you made 9 or 10 mid-range jumpers, the pull-up 3. Did that help at all, finding that kind of quick rhythm at the line and making, 8 in a row to start?
I feel like when I make my free throws, it's just a rhythm thing for me. I've never been scared to go to the line in my career. Even if I miss 10 in 10, I don't think I've ever shied away from contact and the free throw line, even when I airball a shot or whatever. But once you see the ball go in, now you have a little bit more rhythm. Mid-range shots, it's easier. I feel like last year, I'm not sure. I was watching film today from last year of how I got myself in trouble a lot because I wasn't trusting my mid-range shots as much. But and I think I made for the year 38 or 33. I don't remember. And I think within 11 games now, I've made 28, 29. It's something that I worked all summer with Coach Panulis, one different person that I work with now. And something that I trust. I feel like I can make it. There's gonna be some days it's gonna fall in, some days it's not gonna fall. That's pretty much it. But once free throws go in, I feel good. It's like a rhythm thing.
I think you guys score the first 8 points of overtime in about 90 seconds. Just what did you see at the start of that overtime, and I guess kind of how did the end of regulation maybe affect that? Maybe that play not going the way that you wanted it to lead into overtime.
For sure. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to get fined. But at the end of the day, when you have a chance, a player goes up to the free throw line and miss both, you have a chance, and you realize at that point that you got to take the game. You're not going to have another opportunity. And I feel like coming out of the, the end of regulation, going to the overtime, we came out aggressive. Brook hit a big three that he was trailing in and stopped and hit a big three. Then I came down, hit a big three. But at the end of the day, I feel like you got to give a lot of credit to Andre, just making it tough for Cunningham. Guys were getting stops, ball was moving, and we were able to close the game in the overtime.
You mentioned Dre. One of the few turnovers you had tonight was Cunningham kind of picking you out in your half court, and then Brook coming back with the big block and kind of bringing that energy for you guys defensively. What does it mean that Brook can still do that for you? As he's gotten older, he's kind of been the backbone of the defense forever. I mean, certainly the last 5 or 6 years. Like, just what does him and his energy and his leadership mean to this team?
It's incredible. When Brook makes play like that for the team, it's incredible. Obviously, turning the ball over saved us 2 points. I think we took the ball. He blocked the shot, took the ball, went down the other way, threw it to TP threw it to Andre for an easy layup. We need Brook to make plays like that. We have a guy that we know that he's going to have our back. I think Brook is 36, right? 36. I don't know how. He's 36 years old? I think so. At 36, making plays like this, it's incredible. We've always felt like Brook always have our back. It's a back-to-back game. He made plays like this last night. He's making plays like this tonight. And not only that, he's always there for us to have our back. So he's having an incredible season. We still need him to keep on doing what he's doing, keep on making shots, keep on protecting us. And most importantly for me, I gotta take care of the ball and don't put Brook in that position.
Yanni, you seem to continue to evolve as a leader, which is a natural thing, but I'm curious if you agree with that, and if so, in what ways has this season helped you evolve?
Obviously, I think I'm more vocal than I've been in the past years. I have to be. Dan wasn't here tonight. Chris wasn't here tonight. BP. I don't know. I don't want to say something. I don't know what the medical things, but he wasn't available tonight. And guys are looking for that. Somebody to follow. And you got to pick your spots. There's going to be times that you got to be vocal. There's going to be times that you're not going to be as vocal. Like last night, I was vocal throughout 48 minutes, every single possession. Tonight, I tried to choose my spot. But at the end of the day, I feel like guys, when they step in, they're looking for you, And it's not only speaking out. That's not enough. You gotta lead by example. Also, you gotta go out there and do what you're supposed to do. Get a rebound, block a shot, protect your teammate. Encourage your teammate. I feel like throughout my career, I find success when I give my teammates, I think it's called positive affirmation. I tell them, hey, man, I'm right here with you. Good shot. I love that shot. Great screen, Pat. Brook, way to have my back. Andre, you can guard me. You're the best defender in the league. When I talk like that to my teammates, I feel like I boost their confidence up. And then when I go out there and lead by example, I feel like it's a great combination of leadership and guys just follow.
And then you hit 1,000 career blocks tonight. Congratulations. But I saw on social media after your mom, she was recording the post-game interview. Can you just speak to, not only the support that your family lends, but what it means to you to see your mom out there still so proud of what you're doing?
I'm happy. I'm happy to see my mom up there. She's come to every box game I've ever played. No, actually, that's not true. From the moment she came to the U.S., I think it was around February 2014 until 2024, November 14th today, right? She's been in every box game. I always know that she's up there, having my back, praying for me, having finger cross every single free throw that I shoot. She wants me to make my free throws. But she always supports me, so I love her to death. I am who I am. I am the man that I am because of my mom. And everything I do on the court, off the court, it's for her.
You got hit in the eye, you hit your knee, you came out at halftime in braces. I feel like every game I could ask you, how you feeling? But when you're getting pulled from behind, when you're giving all your energy to go up for a rebound and you get pulled from behind, come crashing down, what does that feel like? Is it startling? Is it alarming? Is it just momentum? It looked bad.
No, I feel like, how did he say that? Mike Tyson, I was watching this documentary yesterday with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. They're about to have like a boxing match in a few days, and he said some guys are manufactured killers, and he's a born killer. You know, and I just feel the same way. Like, I've been in that position many times in my life. I have two older brothers that, you know, pushed me on the floor, you know, be tough on me, especially with Nancy's. You know, I've been in a lot of, I've been so many times hit. So it doesn't really faze me anymore. It doesn't really faze me. All I could think about is just get up and try to make 2 free throws. At the same time, it's a dangerous play. That's not a basketball play. And I think the ref did a great job, you know, making the right call. I couldn't hear what it was, but I know that he got injected. But at the end of the day, when you play guys like Duran and Stewart and guys that are physical, you know, tough, you gotta expect that. Like, coming to the game, I knew it's gonna be tough for me to get to my angles and make plays.
Do you have this kind of game, though, if you don't maintain your cool? Like, I think of you at 21 or 22 years old. You know, who knows? But you seem to be conserving your energy. You weren't, you know, getting emotional about anything, up or down. Is that easier for you now, or are you making an effort?
I think, look, Lord, I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe if this happens in a week from now, I might lose it. I'm human. But at the same time, all I could worry about is that we were getting back to the game. You know, and I was in pain, so I couldn't really, you know, lose my emotion. I was just trying to, you know, my glute was numb, so I was just trying to walk it off and go to the bench, wait for the call, and I knew that I'm going to shoot 2 free throws, and I wanted to knock those free throws down because I think those free throws tied the game or something, or yeah. So I was just thinking about the free throws.
Giannis, back here. I know you talked about kind of picking your spots, whether it be aggressive, that sort of sense, but with a lot of the points we're scoring tonight, you know, coming from behind, and obviously you got off to such a good start in the first quarter, how much did some of the play of your teammates, you know, blocks from Brook, the plays from Andre, how much did that kind of fuel you to keep going? And I know you've said in the past you're not aware necessarily how many points you have, but just in that sense, how much did you kind of fuel or feed off of your teammates' plays to, you know, nearly score 60 points?
You know, the plays give me a lot of energy. You know, the way that that's why at the end of the game I almost got a little bit emotional because everybody talks about me, but if the guys, you know, my teammates don't play hard in the third quarter, get stops, and early in the fourth quarter, knock down shots, and if Adjo was in the guard, if GT was knocking down shots, if TP didn't score those 5 points, if Brook wasn't like this, like there's no way we are in this position that we are today for the end of the game. So they definitely give me energy. You know, to continue do what I do for them.
Charles and then Brandon. Giannis, how satisfying is this one because of some of the things you mentioned? You've had some games, the 64 against Indiana. Now I think this is the second highest total you've had. But how satisfying was this knowing Dame wasn't here? I mean, was a little more special this game, you know, with the other guys who were out tonight?
No. I don't think it's more special. I like before we went out there, I give the guys like which maybe I should not be sharing, but I give the guys like a speech, you know, of when the first year that I came to the Bucks, we were one of the worst teams in the NBA. And then I was able to get a lot of opportunity. Through that opportunity, I didn't take it for granted, and I was able to develop. You know, and guys are missing right now. Instead of we thinking of Dame's not here, Chris is not here, Bob is not playing, we should be thinking like Andre's going to play, AJ's going to play. You know, guys going to have opportunity to go out there and help this team win. don't take these moments for granted. I think the same way. Like, it's easy for me to kind of fold and say, oh, guys are out. But no. We at the end of the day, we are here to do a job, which is compete. You're not going to win every single time, but at least all you can do is compete, and you hope that your teammates follow. So yeah, I don't think it's special. I'm happy that my teammates was able to go out there and compete, and we were able to get 2 wins, and now we can build off this.